Well, Blueface has been going viral, and he recently put out some pictures, some recent pictures from prison, and in this photo, you know, they got like, you know, the dude that Blueface is with, people are saying that he looks like he's zesty. You know, I mean, one of the comments that they're saying is, "I know a prison wife when I see one." You know, it's kind of crazy, man, how hard they've been going on. There's a reel out there they made about it that I think got like over 1 million views. So it's been going viral. Let me show you the
Blueface is only going through this because how much people hate Wack, bro. Yeah, I seen that. Like, Blueface. Bro, they say they ran a background check on him in there, and they checked out, bro. You feel me? Like, you know, I feel bad for Blueface because he had the toxic chick Krishan with him. That was a bad move. You see how the baby looked. You feel me? Like, when you get to a position of power, of fame, when you got some money, you gotta protect that. You feel me? And you got to keep people around you that aren't going to be a liability. He was surrounded by people that were liabilities, and he got the short end of the stick. People hate Wack so much, they hate on him. You feel me? He in there trying to do his time, and all these accusations coming out, people saying, yeah, they tattooing on Blueface's face without his permission, all type of crazy shit like that. From what I heard about it, they say Blueface doing this time, they say he on a 50-50 yard. You know, he trying to get back. The hatred people got for Wack is why they doing that to him. Blueface ain't up in there with he ain't nobody girlfriend up in there, man. Because his set is serious, bro. Like, the schoolyard niggas is for real. Cause he got a DP for doing some little alleged zesty shit on the Instagram before. And he had to go to the hood and fight. You think he finna do that up in there? Where they can really, what? Somebody put a blade on him and take his life? No, man. Blueface ain't no dumb dude. Free Blueface, man. You hearing it right here, Blueface is not nobody's wife up in the jail, man. Yeah. That shit terrible. How much more time you got?
That's just the internet going crazy?
Bro, the internet definitely going crazy because, bro, people hate Wack. See, you don't be reading the comments because you a busy dude. You've been doing this shit a minute. There's no interest to you. But, bro, look at the comments, bro. Like, the hatred that people got for him is trickling over to Blueface. Well, because Blueface ain't did shit to nobody.
All right, now, Diddy, he beat most of his charges. He beat the most serious charges. He beat the RICO, and he also beat the sex trafficking. He got convicted of some prostitution stuff, which he's still looking at 10 years. You know, so I know you had a couple interactions with Diddy throughout your time as bodyguard. Now, a lot of people try to say, PH said he bodyguarded for Diddy, but you've actually never said that. That's a big, huge misconception. But, you know, what was your thoughts on the whole Diddy trial situation?
My thoughts is this. I paid very close attention to it. When I seen the guy, the basketball player who was a drug mule for him, when he got arrested on a private jet, that case just disappeared. You remember that?
Yep.
Then we saw the guy Jeffries from Abercrombie get arrested and indicted on the same charges. They said he was incompetent to stand trial. His case has also been dissolved. Once I saw that, I knew the fix was in. I knew it'd probably be best for me to branch out and go do some other things because the conspiracy is real. Once I seen those two events take place, here we go with this same bullshit. The same thing they did with Weinstein. He gonna get a slap on the wrist. He'll be out soon. Like I said on Piers Morgan, I expected him to get off on most of the major charges. At the end of the day, he paid Cassie $30 million. Innocence don't cost that much. Point blank, period. And a lot of these celebrity guys don't like to pay people. That's why we see Smokey Robinson going through a similar situation right now. They make these promises, people get naked for them, they don't want to pay. Once the guy Jeffries got off, I knew Diddy was not gonna be forced to cooperate because he got protection. And this is very clear. It's clear cut. You know, the things he's been convicted for, the evidence was there. At the end of the day, he thought he was bigger than the program. Once he sued the liquor company and I seen him transfer the ownership of Revolt, he had prior knowledge this was coming because he was arrested with cocaine, Tusi, ketamine. That's not brought up in the charges list. And what happened to all of the defaced firearms he was locked up with? He got found with. What happened to all of that? Magically gone. Just like with the guy Epstein, he was in jail years ago for the exact same charges that he's got now. Why lock him up now? And then we haven't seen an autopsy. They put out edited footage and he's magically gone. It's the same thing, bro, over and over and over when it comes to this. What about the victims? People don't seem to care too much, but I do. At the end of the day, when you watching these situations, magically, people disappear, charges disappear, nobody ever speaks on it. The man was caught with several defaced firearms. Why do we don't see no firearms charges, Cam?
Man, I don't think he got charged with that stuff. That's crazy.
They showed the footage in his hotel room of the drugs on his nightstand. He don't get charged with that. The drug mule who got locked up on the private jet transporting drugs for him, he's completely gone. And that ain't suspicious to nobody. I haven't been wrong about anything. Everything I called out, I was facts. And it's gonna continue to be facts, you feel me? And I gotta thank you again because ever since that first interview that hit 1 million, that has set me across the whole world, you feel me? And, you know, I feel like a lot of people have been saying, like, ever since you came out, we see a lot of attention being brought to trafficking, a lot of arrests, and I feel like we all did that together, you feel me? So, you know, my purpose for coming forward, I feel like it's been completed and it's opened up the door to the next wave because it's definitely a lot more activity coming from me, for sure.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.